Good afternoon, I'm Steve Forrest. Toria Hamill's off today. Next on News 5, fire strikes a lumber company in Independence, but the owner says it's going to be business as usual. Plus, a woman's accused of taking her young son on a wild ride down the interstate last night on the top of her van. And tensions are high as Nicaragua prepares to inaugurate a new president. We'll have all this, plus Pat Barry says we could break a record today in the weather department. News 5's next.
They're doing it everywhere. People are ripping off that little tag underneath their old mattress. You know, the one that says, "Do not remove." Because for a limited time, when you bring that little tag into Big Sur waterbeds, you'll save an honest 6% off your waterbed price. That's an additional 6% off Big Sur's already guaranteed lowest prices on a waterbed. For savings that you can count on, hurry to the little tag sale at Big Sur Waterbeds.
Ever dream about trading in your diet plan for one that fits the way you live? Now you can when you take the Weight Watchers Diet Challenge. Just bring your diet to Weight Watchers, and we mean anything. We'll show you a sensible plan that lets you eat real food with every meal.
Everyone's talking about Weight Watchers' new fast and flexible program. Lose weight without changing your lifestyle. Join now for only $11. Call Weight Watchers today.
It's that time again, deer season at your local John Deere dealer. Pay as low as $14.24 for a quality John Deere RX-73 riding mower. Yes, drive home a bargain. There's a Deere waiting for you at a great price. Hurry in before all the deer get away. Deer season ends May 31st at your local John Deere dealer. See your local John Deere dealer in Goshen, Trenton, Cincinnati, or Amelia. Check the yellow pages for the dealer nearest you.
Got a consumer problem? Call 721-FIVE.
This is News 5 with Toria Hamill, Steve Forrest, and Pat Barry with weather.
Good afternoon. A Brookville, Indiana mother will be in a Hamilton County courtroom less than an hour from right now on charges of child endangerment. Police say 43-year-old Benita Necht was caught driving 65 miles an hour on I-74 last night with her 6-year-old son on the roof of her van. Police arrested Necht on eastbound I-74 in Harrison last night. Her son Jeremy first told police his mom put him on the roof. A short time later, the little boy changed the story, then told police he climbed up on top of the van himself. The 6-year-old's doing okay. He's with his grandmother right now. His mom could get up to 90 days in jail and a $750 fine if she is convicted on child endangerment charges. Elsewhere, fire investigators still on the scene of a huge fire at a lumber company in Independence, Kentucky. This is what's left today of the Independence Lumber and Supply Company. It caught on fire around 11 last night. It took crews from 5 different fire departments to put it out. Still no official damage estimate yet, but we're told it will be at least in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. The company's been in Independence for almost 14 years.
Well, right now we're just in the process of cleaning up. We're still waiting on the fire investigators to get finished, and as soon as they get done, we're going to start a major cleanup and decide how we're going to build back. And right now we're still in business. We're open for business.
Still no word on what started the fire. The Hamilton County Sheriff's Department this afternoon plans to announce what it will do about a controversial rap record. They're listening to an album by the group 2 Live Crew called As Nasty as They Want to Be to see if it's too nasty for Cincinnati. The album's been declared obscene in several Florida counties because of its graphic lyrics. Some local record stores are not selling the album to minors. Others say they are selling only censored versions. Eli's Night Spot downtown is waiting to hear some important news of its own today. Cincinnati City Council will decide if it'll ask the State Liquor Control Board to take away Eli's liquor license. Eli's is accused of illegally selling alcohol to 19 and 20-year-olds. The State Liquor Control Board has the final say in the matter. Meanwhile, today, 2 groups feel Queen City Metro is closing its doors on them. They're demanding better service. Disabled citizens say they are not being considered enough, while senior citizens say they want to hang on to what they already have. News 5's John London tells us why these groups feel they're getting a bum deal on bus service.
People who have money, they have no problem. Their buses are steadily coming.
Some people from low-income neighborhoods who rely on bus transportation are shifting their complaints into high gear.
I go to the clinic, the eye clinic, out in Northside. How I'm going to get out there? 44 not going to go out there.
They want Metro to forget about changing some bus routes, like the one here in Northside known as Cass Loop, and leave things the way they are.
Because that's the only way they can get to the grocery store and the doctor and to jobs and to church for many people.
Right now, they share a common bond with wheelchair-bound riders who are mad at Metro too. They want buses to be equipped with hydraulic lifts. Every day, they must depend on special access vans that they say are frequently full and inconvenient.
I just want to be able to do those things that you take for granted. Going to a job, going to a friend, going to a movie, doing those kinds of things. With access right now, I can't. I had to roll here.
Metro's governing body appears to be resisting City Council's suggestion to use $250,000 in reserve money for some wheelchair lifts. Transportation leaders call it a drop in the bucket, saying it would take higher taxes or higher fares to pay for lifts. Meanwhile, the changes in bus routes are being reviewed once again because of all the complaints.
But Metro officials want the changes to happen. They say it will make the bus system more effective. Riders here in the Cass Loop area are saying it won't make it more effective for them. This fight's a long way from over.
John London, News 5 Today.
Metro insists the changes will benefit the low-income areas. The company's general manager hopes to roll on the changes by November. Violeta Chamorro already facing her first crisis as Nicaragua's new president. On this, the day she is to be sworn into office. The crisis revolves around outgoing Sandinista president Daniel Ortega and his brother, who still heads Nicaragua's armed forces. NBC's Ed Rabel reports from Managua.
The Sandinistas still are the biggest and best disciplined party in the country. President-elect Chamorro's government is made up of a fragile coalition of 14 parties that often fight with one another. Example, there is a big fight over whether Daniel Ortega's brother, Humberto, should be in charge of Nicaragua's military. Mrs. Chamorro wants him, her vice president does not. Many of the U.S.-backed Contras are refusing to demobilize if Ortega is in charge of the army.
There's always the danger of violence. And there's a danger of a collapse of the progress that has been made in Nicaragua.
Sandinista militiamen have already begun handing in their weapons, but if the Contras do not, the Sandinistas say there could be trouble.
Vice President Dan Quayle is in Nicaragua for Mrs. Chamorro's inauguration. President Bush, meanwhile, has signed legislation which will provide $2.5 billion in aid for that country. Robert Polhill is continuing his recuperation in a West German hospital this afternoon. The freed American hostage has been questioned to find out what he knows about the men who held him captive for 3 years. One source says Polhill has been able to tell them more than any other freed hostage. Meanwhile, there's a report that one of the men who was held with Polhill managed to escape, but Alan Steen was said to have been recaptured and beaten. In space, the shuttle is in the process of deploying the billion-dollar Hubble telescope right now. You're looking live at pictures being sent to us from NASA. There's the telescope right now on the end of the robot arm. We are told that the deployment is going smoothly. The Hubble's been lifted out of the shuttle's cargo bay, and in a 7-hour operation, it will be placed into orbit. And once it is working, the telescope will give scientists their clearest view ever of distant stars and galaxies. Still ahead, a local chemical company is shutting down to clean up its act. And we'll tell you why your dog is in danger in a News 5 special assignment report. Stay with us.
What are you doing?
Phantom of the Opera by Ken Hill.
I did as I promised.
Coming to the Taft Theatre.
I sang Marguerite for you one last
For 8 performances only, May 15th through May 20th. The Phantom. Ken Hill's original production of Phantom of the Opera.
The chandelier!
No, get away from that! The Phantom.
I'd go see it again. I thought it was wonderful.
Tickets on sale now at all Ticketron locations or charge by phone. The Phantom.
Now you can satisfy your hunger by filling your pockets. First, heat up some economical JTM beef or pork barbecue. Next, take one of the 7 varieties of Old World pita bread, cut it in half, and fill up the pocket with JTM barbecue. JTM barbecue and Old World pita bread give you a quick, delicious, no-mess sandwich that's great anytime. So fill your pockets today.
With quickest rates, JTM.
Look for JTM coupons and packages of Old World pita bread.
In the fast-paced, competitive 90s, a quality education is critical, and Southern Ohio College Fort Mitchell, Kentucky campus can help give you that necessary edge.
Yes, you're confirmed. Working in a hospital environment is incredibly challenging, but it's something I've always wanted to do. Don't get me wrong, the education process was tough, but well worth it. My experience at Southern Ohio College gave me a secure career and a job I love.
Give yourself the edge toward becoming a professional. Call Southern Ohio College today.
The Central Trust Cincinnati Flower and Garden Show. Remember the simple pleasures? Like sharing a walk in the park and exploring the wonders of nature. In the grand style of England's Chelsea Flower Show, Alt Park is transformed into a flower paradise on April 28th and 29th. You'll enjoy British breakfast, afternoon teas, or a blanket picnic. Call now for tickets. Discount coupons available at all Central Trust banks and Kroger stores. Bring the family and share the romance of nature in bloom.
A citizens group is claiming a victory as a Cincinnati chemical company agrees to shut down temporarily. The Thalchem company will stay closed until the end of May. Nearby residents have complained about emissions from the plant, which makes a blue pigment for dyes and paints. Over the next month, the state will be checking Thalchem's air and water permit applications. That's good news to the head of a local citizens group.
I think this is legitimate, and I think it's, I don't know that, I would hope that it's going to be more permanent than temporary, unless they can definitely clean up their whole backyard. And there's a lot of cleaning up that has to be done.
The state has until May 17th to decide whether the company is in compliance with reducing air emissions. Something is smelling pretty fishy in Alexandria, Kentucky. State officials on the way to check it out. Callers tell News 5 there is a fish kill in Pond Creek that runs along Licking Pike. Dead minnows and crawfish were found in the creek earlier this week. State officials coming up from Frankfort to take water samples. They say they should have some idea of what's causing the kill by tomorrow morning. In other news, an epidemic is sweeping the tri-state. Dogs are vanishing. Some experts suspect the dogs are being stolen, then sold for profit to research labs. Now, animal research is big business. Dogs are used to test drugs, cosmetics, textiles, chemicals, and to help train medical personnel. News 5's consumer reporter Tom Kurtzman has been investigating pet theft on special assignment. Today, she tells us your dog could be sleeping peacefully on the porch one day, the next day, be the subject of a science experiment because our dogs are in danger.
It's a dog that never leaves the yard, or it's a dog that never goes anywhere. And these dogs are just vanishing into thin air, basically.
Dearborn County Dog Warden Terry Ford's been assigned to try to find out why so many dogs here disappear. Since January, Ford's records show more than 100 dogs are missing.
I believe that someone is stealing dogs, and it's more than one person, and I think they're being paid for the dogs. That's the only reason they'd steal them.
I heard of people stealing dogs for reselling them or whatever they're going to do with them, so I always keep them penned up.
Jack Sharp's hunting dog Smoke disappeared in March. He's now offering a reward for the dog's return. Sharp also makes frequent trips to the local dog pound looking for his prized pet. So far, he's had no luck.
There's always that little hope he might have been here, but I was disappointed, yes.
If we could trace these animals, we would be where we should be, in courts, prosecuting these people to the maximum.
Sandy Rowland is the Great Lakes Regional Director for the Humane Society of the United States. She told me stolen dog reports daily stack up on her desk.
We believe that there is a market now for stolen animals.
Nationwide, about 2.5 million pets are stolen each year. Some stolen dogs are sold as breeding stock to puppy mills. Others are used to train pit bulls to kill. Still others are used as guard dogs or for cult rituals. But most are believed to wind up in research labs.
Because there is money in stolen dogs being sold to research, that's where we're putting our emphasis.
News 5 obtained this behind-the-scenes footage of a live dog being used to teach surgical techniques to medical students at Eastern Carolina University. Many of the hundreds of thousands of dogs sold for research each year, like this one, come from independent dog dealers licensed by the U.S. Department of Agriculture. Research institutions pay dealers $150 or more per dog. And it's the dealer who's become a magnet for charges of animal theft and corruption across the country, including here in Dearborn County, Indiana.
Around here, people do say that dog dealers do underhanded things, and that's just the talk, and we don't have any proof.
Some of those comments have been directed at this man, licensed dog dealer Otis Snow of Rising Sun, Indiana.
I have nothing to hide. If they've missed an animal and they want to look here, they're welcome to look.
Dog dealer Otis Snow is also Rising Sun Middle School principal Otis Snow. Here on his sprawling farm, he breeds hunting dogs for field trial. Those that don't make the grade, he sells for research. That's about 300 dogs a year.
It is legitimate. I have the license. I am operating within the rules that govern the license I have.
But a document News 5 obtained through the Freedom of Information Act shows No is under investigation by the U.S. Department of Agriculture. Other documents reveal No has repeatedly violated the Animal Welfare Act by not keeping animals in sanitary conditions and not keeping adequate records. No told me he does sometimes buy dogs to sell to a research institution, but that he's careful to check out their ownership before the sale is made, and that none of his animals come from dog auctions or sales like this one, because the odds are just too great of buying someone's stolen pet.
Tonight at 11, Tom will take us to that dog sale that we just showed you. She will introduce us to a woman who found her missing dog at the sale. Well, up next, it is turning out to be a great day here in the Tri-State. Pat's going to tell us how long we can keep up this summertime pace. Plus, in our News 5 Great Getaway, we're going to head overseas for a look at the English countryside. We will be right back.
In the fast-paced, competitive 90s, a quality education is critical, and Southern Ohio College Fort Mitchell, Kentucky campus can help give you that necessary edge.
Thanks. There's nothing wrong with being a receptionist, but my goals were much higher. As an administrative assistant, my responsibilities are challenging, rewarding, and there's room for growth. Southern Ohio College provided the training I needed for a rewarding career. It was a great decision.
Give yourself the edge toward becoming a professional. Call Southern Ohio College today.
Hello, Northern Kentucky and Greater Cincinnati. This is Angelo inviting you right now to the grand opening of the new Campbell County Chevrolet. This will be 6 weeks of festivities offering prizes, gifts, celebrity entertainment, food, circus acts all day Saturday, so bring your children. Not to forget huge discounts on 200 new and used automobiles. Once again, Campbell County Chevrolet promising to bring back the fun in buying a car. Remember, at Campbell County Chevrolet, we do things the old-fashioned way, on a handshake.
Hi, I'm Chris Collinsworth, and I've discovered our town's newest state-of-the-art fitness center, the Cincinnati Sports Club, housed here in the exciting and brand new Cincinnati Sports Mall. The club is set in a country club atmosphere, but affordably priced. In fact, right now, for a limited time, receive 20% off our regular membership fee. This includes the use of our incredible outdoor facility opening June 15th. The Cincinnati Sports Club invites you and your family to come in for a tour anytime.
When I have a flare-up, the paper definitely makes it worse.
Scratchy, pain.
Just like sandpaper.
Now there's a lotion to help prevent the pain, but it doesn't come in a bottle. It comes on a roll. Introducing Charmin Care with baby lotion in every sheet.
Baby lotion? Is that what it is?
It glides across my skin. It's very soothing.
Even though it's made for people with sensitive skin like hemorrhoids, it would be great for anyone to use.
New Charmin Care with baby lotion. Pain prevention on a roll.
Coming up on 17 minutes afternoon now on News 5, and I would like you to meet a man who is going out on a limb today.
No, well, not on a big limb at all. It has been a wonderful day, and of course yesterday was good. You know, Steve, we only have to get up 3 degrees warmer than what it was yesterday to tie the record high for today. We got up to 85 yesterday. 88 is the record for today, set in 1960, and I think we make it 89.
You're going out on the limb. You're saying we're going to hit the 4 degrees above yesterday.
Yeah, well, I think so. Yeah, it is warm out there. I hope you get a chance to enjoy it. We're already 2 or 3 degrees warmer than what it was this time yesterday, so we got a good shot at it. Let's go outside. We'll show you what's going on. A little sunshine. You can see the stadium there. Of course, they're not there. They're in Philadelphia. More on that later, though. Let me show you what's happening right now. Our temperature in Cincinnati is a very warm, lovely 80 degrees. Humidity at 52%. Winds from the southwest at 9 miles an hour. Our barometer is steady at 30.17. And our normal high and low for this time of the year, look at this, 68 and 45. Now, here's the way we looked yesterday, of course. Our high temperature, like I just told Steve, 85 degrees. Our high for today, 88, set back in 1960. Low last night was just 60. The record was 26 back in 1919. We had no rain or snow. It's really been a lovely 24 hours, and it's a lovely morning, too. Hope you've had a chance to at least enjoy a little bit of the sunshine. Satellite picture will show you a few clouds that have been moving through the area, but you can see the heavier clouds with thunderstorms in middle central plains and to our north. In fact, we are in one of the only areas in the country that really looks good. Close-up satellite picture, you can see the tri-state here staying fairly cloud-free. A few clouds have moved in over the past couple hours. Those are the clouds that generate from the heat. heat. The U.S. radar will show all the rains happening. Some severe thunderstorms, actually, and a couple outbreaks of tornadoes across Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, and up through Nebraska. This is, of course, the tornado alley, and this is where they're having more problems. But it is a very unmoving, unstable atmosphere for the Central Plains. For us, this high-pressure system is just embedded. It's bringing up, actually, it's a high-pressure ridge, bringing up the really warm air from the south, lots of sunshine. Slowly but surely, this front is going to start to move towards us. I think it'll be here by the weekend, maybe Friday night, Saturday. You can see tomorrow it gets a little bit closer, but still we've got a lot of really nice sunshine for tomorrow. A few clouds move in late in the day, then Friday some sunshine moving over to some clouds and maybe some rain late in the day on Friday. Saturday looks like a good chance of showers, but we've had a good run with this. On the other side, more nice, warm air. So the forecast looks like this, specifically for this afternoon. Mostly sunny, very warm. If we get to 89, that will break the record. If we get to 88, that'll tie the record. It's really going to be hot out there. Then for tonight, partly cloudy, it'll be mild. Low only 63 for tomorrow. Partly sunny, not quite as warm because we'll have a few clouds in. Tomorrow's high is 86, and you also feel the humidity start to build up, too, each day goes along. Our 5-day outlook looks like this. The sunshine for today. Then we're talking about the partly cloudy skies for tomorrow. Friday, sunshine, then some clouds and rain late in the day, 84. Saturday, it looks like rain likely in 83. And then Sunday, back to the really nice weather in 82. Of the next few days, today I think is going to be extremely warm. Sunday may be the best because we get the front move through and get cleared out, and the humidity levels will drop.
Now, the important question, what time's tea time for you?
I can't play golf today. Oh. I really got to save all my energy because tonight the Coors All-Stars return, our first game of the season. We're going to play the JTM Meets at 7:30, Cincinnati Softball Center. That's on Campbell Road in Harrison. The first 1,000 people will receive JTM quarter-pounders. The Waynesville Sky Sports will jump in with the game ball.
Who's going to be playing tonight?
Let me tell you.
All
Anthony Munoz, Gary Burbank, Chris Collinsworth, Dave Rose, Gary Waits, Mike McConnell, Bill Cunningham, Andy McWilliams, and Jim O'Toole, and I'll be out there, too. Should be a whole lot of fun.
What position you playing this year?
I play whatever they want me to. I usually catch and bat last. I'll let you know tomorrow how
That's because I'm not playing.
You know, last year we had more at that game than they had for the Baltimore Orioles the same night.
I don't want to hear about that problem.
That's true.
No question, how much money do you raise on this?
Well, it's always our largest single check, and last year it was $46,000. All the money going to the Christmas fund. We certainly appreciate that. Come on out.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Thanks a lot, Pat. Well, in our News 5 Great Getaway today, we're going to pack our bags and head overseas. Travel reporter Paul Ryan gives us our first look at the English countryside.
With its pageantry and pomp, historical sites, and modern-day bustle, London is a city that can exhaust even the hardiest of tourists. But there is another part of England that, while also rich in history, is about as peaceful as London is hectic, the English countryside. It's a pastoral place with rolling hills and thatched cottages that look like storybook homes. It's the place that inspired the creation of Robin Hood and Merlin the Magician. It's also the place where William Shakespeare lived and worked. Stratford-upon-Avon, home to the famous playwright, is a fairly large town with many restored timbered buildings. Here you will find the house where Shakespeare was born. You can even see the crib where he was rocked as an infant. Admission is about $3. Nearby is the place where Shakespeare's wife, Anne Hathaway, grew up. It's a thatched cottage that looks like something out of a nursery rhyme. Right in town is the Holy Trinity Church, where Shakespeare is buried. He was so worried about his body being stolen that he asked to be buried 15 feet deep. He also asked that a warning be posted of a curse to be laid on would-be body snatchers. There are many tours that will get you to Stratford. This one, called the Shakespeare Connection, costs around $30. You will find a lot of tourists in Stratford, but if you're looking for places more off the beaten track, rent a car. And that's what we'll do in our next report. I'm Paul Ryan.
Sounds great. Still ahead, the Reds have another streak going. Wrong kind, though. We will have the low lights of a loss in the city of brotherly love when we return.
What are you doing?
Phantom of the Opera by Ken Hill.
I did as I promised.
Coming to the Taft Theatre.
I sang Marguerite for you one last time.
For 8 performances only, May 15th through May 20th. The Phantom. Ken Hill's original production of Phantom of the Opera.
The chandelier!
No, get away from that!
Phantom.
I'd go see it again. I thought it was wonderful.
Tickets on sale now at all Ticketron locations or charge by phone. The Phantom.
You have one more week to save during April Stainmaster Carpet Month at all Tim Hogan's Carpet Outlets. Engineered to resist matting and crushing, Tim Hogan and Stainmaster Carpets offers you the latest in floor fashion, styles, and colors. And during April, it's all on sale. Starting at $599, carpet any 3 rooms with high-quality Stainmaster carpet, manufactured by famous Horizon Mill, and make no payments, nothing till next November. Carpet, pad, labor, all one low price. So pick the names you know and trust. Stainmaster Carpet and Tim Hogan's Carpet Outlet.
Don't just sit there. You've got to see L.A. Joe for yourself. Short X, belted skirts, not $31, just $15.99. So don't just sit there. You're going to save a lot of money at L.A. Joe.
Cataracts were the problem.
It seemed to me that everything was dark. I kept saying everything is dark in here.
One stitch was the solution.
I really enjoy everything. Everything is so much brighter, and I know I'm a happier person because it seemed like that there was a cloud on everything I went to do.
Our one-stitch procedure can make your world clear again. Call the Cataract Institute of Cincinnati at 385-9993.
Well, the Reds are cooling down after their hot start on the baseball season. They took another one on the chin last night in Philadelphia. News 5's George Vogel tells us the game might not be the only thing the Reds lost last night.
The Reds lost the game last night, but they better be hoping that's all they lost. Eric Davis had to leave the game with a sprained right knee. After stealing second base, Eric then stole third. That's when he hurt his knee sliding in. No word on whether this will cost Eric a lot of playing time. He'll have the knee looked at again today. Meanwhile, Lou Piniella had to watch a rusty Jose Rio get knocked around pretty good last night. He gave up 5 runs in 4 innings. The big culprit, John Kruk. Here in the first, Kruk doubled to right field. Von Hayes scored the game's first run. Then in the third, Kruk got to Rio again. This time a 2-run homer to right field. The Phillies had opened up a 4-1 lead. Then in the fourth, the Phillies scored their 5th run off Rio. Lenny Dykstra singled home Charlie Hayes. The Phils pounded out 15 hits and go on the win 6-3. Same 2 teams go at it tonight. Yesterday we had the Ollie Frazier of high school baseball here in town. Number 1 Moeller against number 2 Coleraine. They were doing it up at the new Old Crosley Field in Blue Ash. David Bell singled sharply to left field, drove home Todd Illey, and number 1 Mo jumped out in front. Both teams ranked nationally by USA Today as well. Moeller 22nd, Coleraine 25th. Here Adam Heisdu clears the bases with the double. Mueller goes on to win it 8-7. That's going to do it for Midday Sports. I'm George Vogel.
Thank you, George. When we come on back, Pat will give us one final look at today's fantastic weather forecast. We'll be back.
There are 2 types of people in the world today. Those who go around hoping to find some small break in life. And those who go to Biggs. People who think before they spend. Shop Biggs.
When the stranger brought that bullseye, a showdown was a brewing. There was open pit, hunts, and masterpiece, all trying to outdo him. But as the sweet smoke rose from the grill, the stranger showed his best. Knowing once folks tried that big, bold taste, that bullseye'd stand the test. And throughout the land, every woman and man marveled at the feat.
In showdown after showdown, bullseye can't be beat.
The big, bold taste of bullseye can't be beat.
Stock with dirty whites. Don't reach for the bleach. Put it back on the shelf. Cause this detergent whites ends all by itself. Power bleach whitening in just 1 box. Don't reach for the bleach. Grab a box of the eye.
Oxidol has a powerful green bleaching system that gets socks this dirty brilliantly white and still loves colors.
Don't reach for the bleach. Grab a box of the eye. Oxidol.
Coming up on News 5 at 5:30, secretaries around the country are getting special treatment from their bosses today. Michael Collins shows us how some of the city's top bosses are praising the people they could not do without on this Secretary's Day. Also, we'll have more on accusations that missing dogs sometimes turn up at sales like this. Consumer reporter Tom Kurtzman investigates what happens all too often in her series called Dogs in Danger. Join us for those stories more on News 5 at 5:30. Finally today, Donald and Ivana Trump, here we go again. They say it's okay for the other to date others. Now, isn't that special? Both the New York Post and Daily News say America's funnest couple have signed, get this, a dating agreement for 60 days. The Post says it was all Ivana's idea because she doesn't want to become a nun while Donald's playing the field. You know, what is it about people? You get too much money, you get stupid?
It's hard to think of true love and your attorney. You know what I mean? Have your attorney involved in your
You can
true
love your attorney, but obviously these guys are weird.
Here's the deal for today. It makes no difference if you're Donald Trump or anybody, no matter how much money you've got or how little money you've got, you're going to enjoy lots of sunshine. It really is going to be beautiful. Let me show you what it looks like for the rest few days. We could set a record today, high of 89 with lots of sunshine. A few clouds move in for Thursday and Friday, maybe some rain, and Saturday maybe some rain too, but temperatures staying in the 80s. Looks good. Let's go out and enjoy it.
It's Ivana. It's for you.
Thank you.
That's all the time for now. Thank you for joining us. Our next news is at 5:30. We'll see you. Have a good day.
If you or someone